me such a nice surprise. Provo podcast right before my eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you are listening to Provo Podcast, the weekly internet radio show of Provo, Utah.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Come on. I like your podcast.
Come on.
It's a podcast. Drop it like a podcast. Girl, show me your podcast.
Come on.
I want a podcast. Drop it like it's a podcast. Drop it like it's got a nice podcast.
Come on.
You got a really nice podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness, welcome all y'all. Are you guys ready to podcast?
We got a nice podcast.
You ready to podcast?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for podcast number 6.
Come on.
In the recent months, in the recent weeks, people have actually started to listen to the podcast. So we've decided to commemorate this incredible occasion with another podcast.
It's a podcast.
Come on.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast.
Come on.
It's a podcast.
The new Provo podcast number 6. We've got an amazing show. We've got Mr. Colby Stead coming with us.
The podcast out.
We got Mr. John Schults. He's going to be coming and doing a little bit with us. We've got also
Micah Dahl.
Micah Dahl will be performing a little bit. He's got another one of his
It's
tracks.
a podcast. Roll call.
Jim. It's Jim with my nerd rope. Jim. It's Jim with my nerd rope.
Here's Jim with 2 M's. I like M&M's.
Hello, this is Jeremiah.
Special guest.
Special guest.
We have special guest.
Destiny.
This is podcast number 6. We are so very excited. We have with us so many special guests.
Podcasting.
Yeah,
We
finally
do.
we're here.
We have Mr. Destiny with us in the studio today.
How you doing, Destiny?
I'm doing well. Hello, I'm Destiny from the future.
Well, Destiny, you're from the future, so you've heard Podcast 6 before. What did you think about it?
Well, I don't quite remember Podcast 6 anymore, as it was a long, long time ago. We've been listening to podcasts on Mars. We're currently on 247,000 million. I've been listening with dead celebrities.
That is cool. How are they?
Oh, just like you or I suppose.
That is chill.
Guys, this is very special.
Ouch.
This Friday, August 5th, starting at 6:30 p.m. at Kiwanis Park, there will be a party.
With a barbecue and a show.
A show and a barbecue together for the first time.
Jeremiah, your hands
Mathematics,
are
etc., the Eden Express, the John Whites, Don Juan Triumphant, and basketball will be playing. And it's as free as can be.
Now, how do you spell free?
Well, in the future, we spell free. PRXL3.
Next up, we have a song, Never Leaving by John Schults.
All right.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
I know you're never want is to go home. I know you're never leaving. I know you're never leaving me. None around. You're calling out your friends. None around. You're looking at the skies. None around. You're waving at your arms. One comes down like a newborn child. All that I want is all that you want is to come home. Home. And all that I want is all that you want is to go home. Looking for the reasons. Looking for the reasons. She told me that I shouldn't start. She told me I shouldn't start. She told me that I shouldn't start. She told me that I shouldn't start. She told me that I shouldn't start. And all that I want is all that you want is to go home. Home. And all that I want is all that you want is to go home. Going home and never leaving. I'm going home and never leaving. I'm going home and never leaving. I'm going home.
Destiny, what did you think of that song by John Schults?
I thought that it was cosmic.
Very
Oh, you have no idea.
great.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
John Schultz, you can find him at thoughtful.com. That's with 2 L's.
Thoughtful.com. Do they have .com in the future?
We've evolved beyond the internet. We now connect our bodies to each other and share. What are you laughing at? It's true, you know, we connect our bodies hyperkinetically, and we share our minds and our souls, and humanity is a much better race as a result.
That is cool.
Trivia. Did you know
That there are females named Nancy, but there are males named Yancey.
Alarming.
Did you know?
science has found a cure for the arts? Did you know
That the worst state is New Mexico.
That's a true story, actually. I've been to New Mexico.
Shall we do some more music? We have another song by Mr. Micah Dahl, and he plays tunes for us and you together for the first time on the Provo podcast. What do you not understand about Micah?
Well, it's not that it's strange. I guess it's just in the future we all have codes that we use for each other's names. Like, even though I've introduced myself as Destiny, my real name is X4718.
Oh, kind of like on the movie Triple X with Vin Diesel.
Have you guys seen the sequel to Triple X, State of the Union?
Yeah, that movie's radical.
You bet it was. We'd love that movie in the future.
That's weird because how the future and now have so much in common.
We're still gonna have to do this over. Guess what? Without you guys even knowing it, I've transplanted us all into the year 4073.
What if he was serious?
You got a lot of nerve, honey. You got a lot of nerve, honey.
Oh, hold on. Colby Stead is walking in right now. Hi, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very lucky today. We have Mr. Colby Stead with us. He's going to be performing some poetry, accompanied by himself on guitar in a melodic fashion, which equals song. So, if you'll please just stick around, and while we do this little thing here, enter.
Well, I made a deal, not necessarily with the devil, but if I ever got anywhere near a radio, that this would have to be the first song ever played on it. So this podcast is the closest I think I'll ever get. Everyone wants to write a hit song and get it played on the radio. Everyone except for me. Something about it seems so wrong, the way that they expose certain thoughts and feelings. So I would say no to the radio, even if it said yes to me. I won't let my heart be a part of cheap advertising. Soda pop, cars, shoes and clothes, discounted TVs. That is what they want us to buy. But somewhere in between all of that, they'll play my feelings. Here's that new song from that one guy. So I would say no to the radio, even if it said yes to me. I won't let my heart be a part of cheap advertising. So Mr. DJ, I want you to play a song for me. It's that one about the radio by some guy named Colby.
Hey, this is Jim and Jim, and don't forget Jeremiah.
It's pretty good. That sounds like the guys from the podcast.
We've even got Leanne Rhymes in the studio today with us. Leanne,
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing pretty hardcore. And yourself?
It's great to be here. I love this town. It's just great.
How do you like the casts?
The cast is beautiful.
Now, how many records have you sold just due to Provo Podcast?
Last count, I think 16,000.
16,000.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Give or take. I haven't done the biannual, but...
Should we do another song? That's kind of what I was hoping.
I think we all want another song.
I think a song is in order. I really want to make sure there's as much... You don't have to do anything about diversity. I just want people to hear what, the music. And I'm afraid if we talk too much, then people will be like, you had Colby Stead on, but he played a song.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, but I also really, one thing I really enjoy as a listener, and I did really enjoy the Q&A sections, because I think we all really respect and admire someone, say, like Brenton Jones. He's a talented being, obviously, anyone who's seen him play or gone to his website and heard his music, but I think there's people such as myself that are really interested in the inner workings of his being to find out why he makes the music that he makes. So I think podcast is a cool opportunity to not only promote the music and play the music, but it's also an opportunity to really kind of dissect, especially with that jacket you've got, that doctor's jacket, really dissect, where we're coming from, and if we're
you won't feel a thing, I promise.
But yeah, so I think we need both things, so we can sing a little. We need so much in this day and age, so here's an example of some of the things I think we need. The gay need the straight need the gay, the black need the white, and the white need the gray. The liberals need the conservatives. Nouns, they need adjectives. The helplessly poor need the filthy rich. A friendly girl needs a feisty biatch. Religion needs a sinner and a sin. Jehovah's Witnesses need the Mormons. The happy need the sad. The good need the bad. Those without anything need those that have. The stupid need the smart. A brain needs a heart. Those that finish need those that can start. A prison needs a cell needs a man. The uneducated need an education. Clouds need the rain, night needs the stars. The clean and sober need the alcoholic bars. A story needs a beginning and it needs an end.
Even a loner needs a friend. Even Colby needs a friend. The hopeless need hope. The addict needs dope. Those who aren't funny, they need a joke. This song needs a hook. This song needs a hook. All of my songs need a hook. Those that do not listen need those that do not look. Dream needs sleep, sleep needs a dream. Even nothing needs everything. Even nothing needs everything. Even you need everything. Even I need everything. Even we need everything.
That was great. Do we have
Very
a
pretty.
very pretty? No, I am
No, beautiful, really.
Colby Stead.
attractive,
Well, handsome, too.
The music?
successful.
No, that's a relative term, I think.
Relative, yes, but also very true.
Well, Colby, quickly, we asked Brenton this question. Brenton was on the show last week from Palomino. Who are some of the... you mentioned you have other musicians and other types of artists at your gatherings.
Yeah.
You could drop a few names right now. We're gonna give you the opportunity now.
Well, I remember when I was mowing lawns, I met this fellow. We raked quite a few leaves together, and his name was Joe Castor. And I remember going to an apartment for lunch, and there was a guitar, and he did hands down the coolest Neil Young cover I've ever felt and or heard. And yeah, his voice was an instrument, the guitar was an instrument, the song was an instrument. And so I really appreciated Joe Castor. Joe Castor's visited us a few times. There was a time when he was quite the irregular at a Colby Stead show, but he's joined bands and gotten too famous.
I think
he started wanting me to. He wanted me to
too.
start to pay him, and all our shows are free, so I couldn't afford to keep him on the bill.
And he's
But
kind of arrogant.
He's kind of a little arrogant.
And pretentious.
So, yeah, and John Schults is another. I hope you can have him on your Provo podcast at some point. He's a great local talent. I think he's from New Jersey, actually. He'll be the first to wear that on his sleeve. But he's played, and I'm often joined by someone very close to me, my sister, who I'm lucky enough to exist with, not only as a brother but as a musician. She sings harmonies, and she's graced the stage more than once with her beauty and her voice. So, and we've had a friend Byron breakdance at one of our shows. We've had a bagpipe player. We've had someone reads children's books on an overhead projector. We've had all sorts of entertainment.
Basically, a showcase of ethnomusicology.
Well, yeah. Well, I think it's important because songwriting's such an easy. It makes sense to have a bunch of songwriters, which is great. But it's also I know a lot of various talents, and I'd like to try and promote those any way I can afford to.
I kind of want to hear one with some harmonies.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Say hello, Lisa.
Hey, hi.
That was pretty.
I'm doing camera work, sorry. So I'm focusing on getting Jim, and Jeremiah on the...
But we don't do much, but just
and
talk
Jeremy
a little.
and Colby on the film, so...
Stuck in between the light and the dark. God's in my head and the devil is in my heart. And they're tearing me apart. I fold my arms and I close my eyes. I pray for forgiveness and then I start to cry. I don't know why. Don't know who to follow. I don't know hollow.
Spirit will
It's bound to float away. Maybe they are just one and the same, with similar intentions but with a different name. But who is to blame? They both make you guilty, they both make you sad, they both make you angry, they both make you feel bad for everything you have. Don't know who to follow,
I don't know what
to say. My spirit is so
My
hollow.
spirit will
It's bound to
float
float away. I might float in heaven, I may burn in hell. The only thing that I'm hoping is that I'm treated well. Don't know who to follow,
I don't know what to say.
My spirit is so
My
hollow.
spirit will
It's bound to float away. Float away.
My spirit will
Float away. Float away.
My spirit will
Float away. Stuck in between the light and the dark. God's in my head and the devil is in my heart.
Wow. Zers.
Title?
Light in the Dark is what we'll call that. And then it will get mixed by some DJ and it'll be called Gray. It's a reference to the Jay-Z and
the
Beatles.
Gray album.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just trying to show my man over there that I've got a little bit of hip hop sensibility, which I don't, obviously.
Yeah. We've hired some consulting firms. They've really been able to point us in the right direction, what things we can improve and whatnot. So we're kind of excited. Along those lines, we're really curious to see, where the future of science is going to be going. Let's say in the next, 3 years here in Provo, specifically musical science. So we want to know, Colby, in your opinion, where is the future of music? Don't be mad that I eat a strawberry mid-sentence.
It's just very presumptuous of you.
Stop.
I would hope, man, that it goes in an authentic route. Whatever direction that is, man. I just hope it's from a source and a place of authenticity. I think it's so easy to do what's accepted and do what's going to get you more accolades, be it from your friends or, if I happen to write, songs that sounded like Whitney Houston, then I hope to have the courage to run with that. Just write from your heart, for heaven's sakes. I mean, the fact that we're not living that way is frightening enough for me. So, again, music's just a reflection of that. So I just hope music can continue to be honest and true, and if people don't really purely and authentically want to create music and they're doing it for ulterior motives, it's going to show. And in this case, it's going to be able to be heard, I think, let those dreams of grandeur and rock stardom and anything else fall by the wayside and go be a farmer somewhere if that's what's going to bring you joy and peace in your heart, you know. So I think we've got a lot of music being created for the wrong reasons, in my opinion. I didn't necessarily choose this, you know. I can think of a lot of better things that are more lucrative, maybe financially speaking, that I could be doing. So I hope music continues to be created for the right reasons, and that is to bring, you know, joy and peace into the creator, you know, and then in turn, the listeners. That's what I hope music can continue to do, and I think it's our responsibility as a community, you know, and especially in one that has a tendency to be somewhat, you know, at times narrow-minded. I think it's really important for us to accept one another and promote one another regardless, you know, and there's nothing to fear in that, I don't think. So I just hope that the science keeps getting the grants that it needs from all of us. You know, emotional grants, not financial ones. We can do it for free, so I just hope it keeps getting the support that it needs.
Let's shift gears here real quick.
Okay,
And
all right.
Here we go. We're going to play a little game. It's called word association. Colby says a word, and then Jeremiah associates it with a word.
No. I mean, yes.
Yes.
And that's how
No,
you
yes, no, yes, I'll play.
Are you ready, Jeremiah?
Bravo.
Einstein.
Characteristic.
Strawberry.
Almost.
Distinction.
Perforated.
Plateau.
Value.
Denial.
Without.
Converse All-Star.
Comma, splice.
Eye patch.
Wishbone.
Rejection.
Teriyaki sauce.
Epitome.
The moon.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having us, you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you for having us.
Well,
here
thanks for
and
being
sharing
here.
our
There's no
stories.
real verbal way to thank you. Anyway.
Don't forget about the party, Kiwanis Park, 6:30 Friday, August 5th.
Mathematics, etc. is going to be releasing their EP. It's entitled Grave Sticking Themselves.
It's come to that time of the show, guys.
It's
where we have to bid farewell. A fond farewell to all our friends in heaven. This becomes the end of the podcast show, number 6 show. We are sad to leave you once again.
sad to leave you.
We know that we've pleased you.
We know that we pleased you.
We don't want to squeeze you.
We don't want to squeeze you too
So once more, we're leaving to the end. Provo
Sad to leave.
Podcasts. Provo
Don't want to squeeze
Podcasts.
you.
Provo's
Baby, we need
Podcast
you to the
again.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
PPC-06.
That's a future noise. Are we still damn recording? That's a future bear. That was a future bear. The bears are coming to get us.